Hello YouTube, welcome back. It is time for my first of two G1 unboxings today. And last time we did the combiner team of the Protectobots who merged to form Defensor, an Autobot combiner team. Today we have a Decepticon combiner team, and that team in question are the Stunticons. Now, these guys, I had 4 of these guys originally from my original G1 toys. I was only missing this guy here, Dead End, the Porsche 928. He was the only guy I was missing, one of the arms. So the Protectobots from last week, I had 3 of the 5. These guys I had 4 of the 5, which was my most completed combiner team back in the day. So now it'll be fun to finally add that last piece and have the whole team. I will post in the body of this video links to my Masterpiece unboxing of the Stunticons, who I have all 5. But the only caveat with them is that on top of the 5 characters you had to buy, they were the X-Transbots brand. You also had to buy Motormaster's trailer separately, which allows you to combine the 5 of them into Menacing, the robot that they all combine to form. But that trailer was like $400, so I don't have it. So I have all 5 characters. I just can't turn them into Menacing, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. When buying these Masterpiece the scale transformers, you run into some high prices here and there, which just price you out of the running sort of thing. But I am happy to have all 5. And now, of course, I am happy to have all 5 of these guys. Now, if you watch my Masterpiece unboxing videos, you'll hear me talk about what these guys are all about. But just to kind of sum it all up, the Stunticons were the Decepticons' answer to the Autobots. Because if you know the Transformers, you'll know that the Autobots were almost entirely based as ground vehicles. Most of them had 4 tires or more, sometimes a couple less. They were all ground-based vehicles with the exception of the odd flying guy like Jetfire or Powerglide or Cosmos or somebody like that, or like Sea Spray, who was like a hovercraft on the water. But 99% of the Autobots were these ground-based vehicles, whereas the Decepticons, of course, a lot of them were flyers. You had the Seekers and then the Coneheads, which were all jet planes. You had guys like Soundwave, who turned into a tape deck, Megatron turned into a gun, Reflector turned into a camera. So they didn't really have any ground-based kind of vehicles. So the Stunticons were the Decepticons' answer to battling the Autobots on the ground. So, and Motormaster here, the leader of the Stunticons, was a big rig truck, so who was kind of the answer to Optimus Prime, right? A big, bulky semi-truck that is so powerful and big, you know, sort of thing. And then you had the 4 other Stunticons, which are all like race cars of certain types that could combat the Autobots' ground attack. So that's kind of what these guys are all about. But before I ramble on about anything else, let's just get them out of the bag and I'll show you what they're all about. And then, of course, because there's 5 of them, just like with Defensor, we will go into time-lapse mode to do the stickers. But you'll see them all in their glory one way or another. Can't wait to get them out of the bag. Let's go. Alrighty, Roo, let's do it. We'll start with the bag of instructions and stickers. Okay, so there are some stickers. There are some other stickers. They don't seem to have quite as much as Defensor did. Which is good, because stickers are a pain in the ass. These ones seem like a lot smaller stickers. So there's Motormaster, the leader, who is a big rig truck, and the torso of Menacing. This right here is Breakdown, Lamborghini Countach, who forms one of the legs. This is Dead End, the guy I was missing, a Porsche that forms one of the arms. Drag Strip, another one of the arms. He's some sort of weird formula car with 4 wheels at the front. And then Wild Rider, who is some sort of Ferrari. I can't remember which type. who forms one of the other legs. And then, of course, we have all of the accoutrements. So remember when I thought Defensor's head was separate and it popped on? I was thinking of Menacing's head. His pops on. Is not built into the actual figure. Then we got Menacing's fists, Menacing's waist, Menacing's feet, Menacing's little crossbody thing. We got weapons that go in the back of the cars. We got a sword. I think that's probably a Motor Master's blaster. And then all of the other individual blasters. So that's kind of what all comes with it. Yeah, like I said, we'll switch over to time-lapse right now. I will get all the stickers put on. And then after that, I'll, of course, take pictures of them in all their modes so you can see them close up and in person. And yeah, and then we'll sum this thing up. So there is Menacing. The 5 Stunticons combine into this beautiful, beautiful giant robot. Uh, this was actually really good. The stickers went on great. They actually took less time than I thought. It didn't seem like there was. It seemed like there was a lot more than there actually were. So that worked out well. The only problem I had was with Wild Rider here. You'll see in the pictures when he was in car mode, there's a bit of separation between kind of his cabin and the back half of the car. And that was causing Menacing to actually stand kind of lopsided because he was a little longer than Breakdown. But I finally was able to get him pushed in just before I started this portion of the video. So now he is standing correctly. So that was the only real issue I had, was that, which I just solved. So this guy went together beautifully. As you could see, possibly in the time lapse when I was transforming them to put their stickers on between their different modes, it was like I didn't even have to look at the instructions. It was just bing, bang, boom, because I played with these guys so much as a kid. And the one guy I didn't have, Dead End, his transformation was pretty much the exact same as Breakdown, so his wasn't hard to figure out. So everything fit together well. Everything's holding up well. This is one hell of a combiner robot. And I'm going to put him right on the little side table by my couch beside Defensor. So maybe in the middle night, tonight I'll hear a bit of a skirmish coming from downstairs. You know, I hope. Do you ever think that sometimes? Your toys come alive at night and have fun and then reset themselves in the morning? Yeah. I still think stuff like that. You know, I'm almost 50 and I'm still thinking like I'm fucking 7 years old. But Small Soldiers, right? That movie, that one, I saw that and I'm like, that was me as a kid. But anyways, so happy to finally have the full Menacing in my possession, soon to be on my shelf. Later on this week, we'll get another combiner, and this one's going to be a little bit different because I don't have any of this next team's G1 toys. This one is going to be completely new to me. Not that I'd never played with these particular guys before. My cousins down in Port Stanley as kids, they had these guys. I don't remember if they had all of them, but I know they had at least most of them. So I am familiar with these guys, but I never had any of them as a kid, the original G1 toys. So I'm very excited. I'm kind of starting with the 2 teams that I had the most of as a kid because I'm familiar with them and they're not going to be as much of a surprise to me as I unbox them and put them together here. So the ones moving forward are the ones, you know, that I either had none of or very few characters from. So I'm kind of looking forward to them the most, simply because I'm more unfamiliar with their toys than I am with these 2 teams so far. So, but either way, love having Menacing. Stay tuned for what's coming later this week. It's going to be awesome.
Meow.